Hey guys, Jonuxas-XIII here, back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution ranked matches. They really need to shorten that name because it is crazy long. I think they added the Link Evolution for this newer version of the game, where they added a bunch more cards, a little bit extra story mode and stuff. Um, yeah, today we're going up against Burr1832. Funny name, not gonna lie. Um, I think he was using the archetype Evil-Eyed, which it was my first time fighting these guys. They're pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Uh, we both chose rock at the beginning. Funny enough, I go for paper, he goes for scissors. That's just the way it is. He gets to choose if he wants to go first or second. He chooses to go second, which is, I think he did that because he must have known that I'm using Cyber Dragons. I have Zane Truesdell, the Cyber Dragon user in the show, as my icon picture. So just to be safe, he chose to go second. If I would have went second, there's the potential that I could have OTK'd him, which for those of you guys who don't know, OTK means one turn kill. And it's like a 65-70% chance to do it with Cyber Dragons. They're just that crazy and fun to use. Off rip, I have a crazy opening hand. I have Machine, Dupe, and Core, which those two cards alone are like the majority combo of what you need for Cyber Dragons to make Infinity, which is the boss monster for Cyber Dragon cards. Machine Dupe targets Core, which lets you special summon 2 more Cyber Dragons from your deck. And then off, like, I have another Cyber Dragon in my hand. I have Vire, I have Cybernetic Overflow, and Instant Fusion. So my opening hand was fantastic. It's really insane, honestly, how lucky I got with that. So yeah, I use my 2 Cyber Dragons. They're both level 5, so I overlay into Cyber Dragon Nova, which is rank 5. Exceed monsters have ranks, not levels, for those of you who don't know. I do misplay right here. Funny enough, using this deck for a long time, years I've been using Cyber Dragons, and I literally misplay, so it's so funny. And it's not my first time, excuse me. I do that a lot, actually. So yeah, I overlay all my monsters into Infinity, like is the boss monster. Infinity is the boss monster of Cyber Dragons. Insane what Infinity can do. If your opponent has a monster in attack position, Infinity can steal that monster and add it as a layer, an Exceed layer, for Infinity. And you can do this every turn. You can even absorb your own monsters into a layer for Infinity. And for every layer that Infinity has, he gains 300 attack, I believe, which is insane. So you can just keep gaining more power for Infinity. It's literally like in its name, Infinity. Also, you can discard a layer from Infinity to negate and destroy an effect that your opponent activates, or that you activate. You can negate and destroy your own effect, just any effect. Like right now, for example, he summons Sub-Zero, Watcher of the Evil Eye, and I don't use Infinity. I wanted to, because Infinity, you can discard a layer, yeah, but you can only do that once per turn. So I play it safe, and I use Cybernetic Overflow to banish Cyber Dragon from my hand to the remove from play, so banish, and then I can negate and destroy. See? Boom. But Sergio activates his effect because I think he was destroyed. I think he can draw. Yeah, he can add an equip spell. Either he drew or he added an equip spell from his deck to his hand, which this deck, the Evil Eyes, rely on equip spells a lot. It reminds me of the Noble Knights, which is another archetype that relies heavily on equip spells to buff and power up their cards. He adds Evil Eye Awakening, which lets him special summon 1 monster from his hand or graveyard. And then some other fancy stuff that I didn't have time to read. But I'm in a really good position. I have Infinity with lots of layers, and those layers you could actually see if you look close enough. They're like stacks. You basically just stack up cards. That's why they're called layers. Those are what Exceed monsters do, but not a lot of Exceed monsters can actually add more layers to them. Once you use those layers, they're pretty much gone, and the card loses its special abilities, but that's why Infinity's so awesome. He can actually steal layers. So he adds 2 Evil Eye equip spells to his monster. He pays 500 to add 500 to his monster's attack, and then he adds another equip spell to his Evil Eye, which I think that equip spell, if I target any of his equip spells, he can look at my hand, just select a card, and discard it to the graveyard, which is not good for me at all. So he targets my monster here. I activate Infinity's effect to negate and destroy, which I was like, cool, I'm gonna destroy his monster now. You should have never done that. You fucked up. That's the negate effect right there, the little red lightning. But because of his equip spells, I think it cannot be destroyed by effect or battle, surprisingly enough, which I thought was kind of busted. I was like, wait, I can't destroy this card by battle or effect? How the hell do I destroy it? How do I get rid of this thing? But you have to attack the equip spells themselves, is what I learned. He activates his effect. Now it's my turn. He activates an effect to target Infinity. I pop Infinity's effect again to remove a layer, to negate, but I can't destroy because of the equip spells are protecting that monster. But now that I'm removing layers and stuff, I'm losing attack points for Infinity. I think I lose 300. So my moves here, I still have a pretty decent hand. I summon Cyber Dragon Veer, and I believe I use Instant Fusion, so that way I can special summon a fusion monster from my deck, from my extra deck. I think I save Cyberload Fusion for a backup last resort, which comes in clutch actually, because I already have a couple of Cyber Dragons removed from play, and what Cyberload Fusion does is it lets you fusion summon monsters using monsters on your field and from your removed from play to fusion summon a monster, which is great. But I think I go into Seeger here. All you need for Seeger is 2 machine monsters, including 1 Cyber Dragon. So I use Veer, which is technically a Cyber Dragon if he's on the field or in the graveyard, not in your hand though, or in your deck. So I special summon Seeger here. And Seeger is like, he's like, I want to say a cleric in your party. He doesn't heal necessarily, but he buffs your monsters, and he can defend himself pretty great. So I activate his effect, and I can either I could add 2100 attack to him, doubling his attack, or I can add it to Infinity, but I add it to him just to be safe. And I attack Watcher of the Evil Eye, not knowing it couldn't be destroyed, and I was like, okay, cool, maybe it only can be saved once per turn. But that's not the case, because I attack with Infinity and I can't do anything about that. I'm not sure if I tried or not to absorb that monster. I probably forgot about doing that. I must have been doing this duel early in the morning after work or something. But it's fine, because I use Cyberload Fusion. I'm not sure if I misplayed selecting Seeger right there, or if I had to pick Seeger, but I use Seeger, and I add Cyber Dragon back to my deck from the out of play to summon the second boss monster. I consider the second boss monster of the Cyber Dragon archetype deck, which is Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. However many monsters you use to fusion summon Rampage Dragon is how many cards you can destroy in your opponent's back row, which the back row is obviously the spells and the traps and stuff. Even if they're face down, you can destroy them. So I destroy both the Evil Eye spells, and then I crash into him because now he's vulnerable to destruction, which is fantastic. So now I cleared his whole field, and I still have Cyber Dragon Infinity with 1 layer on mine. So essentially I have 1 bullet in the chamber, because I can negate any effect that activates from my opponent at the cost of 200 or 300 attack points. I forget what it is. And He has 3 cards in his hand. I have 0 cards in my hand. I used all my resources to just try to survive. He has a 300 point health lead. He activates an Evil Eye card from the graveyard. Again, not sure how the Evil Eyes work. I kind of got a gist of it. Like I said, they're a lot like the Noble Knights. He adds a field spell, an Evil Eye field spell, which field spells in Yu-Gi-Oh can be very dangerous. Very dangerous depending on what they are. So immediately I pop Infinity's effect to negate and destroy his field spell, because I think field spells are crazy in Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, they have them for usually just about every archetype. They don't have one for Cyber Dragons, because I think that would just be busted. If they got their own field spell, it would be a wrap. It would be game over. I would be 90% win ratio, like, against everybody on ranked. Which, I don't want that. I don't think anybody wants that. They want to have fun. They don't just want to, you know, get washed by Cyber Dragons. So he special summoned Medusa, Watcher of the Evil Eye. Not sure what that effect is. I think it was the first time he summoned this one. It looks like he added another Evil Eye spell from the graveyard or the deck. I'm not sure where it came from. I forgot. But that triggers this guy, Familiar of the Evil Eye, his effect. So I guess he special summons him as well. And I was just like, oh boy, he's got combos going on now. He's got the combo going. And I already wasted my bullet to get rid of his field spell. Now he's using Evil Eye Awakening to special summon another Evil Eye. He special summons Serziel, which I guess is the main monster for this deck. Like, just like Core is the main monster for my deck. And by paying 1,000, he gets Evil Eye of Selene back to his hand? Oh, to the field. Straight to the field. He said it. I'm not sure if he can activate it, though. And... oh. Yeah, now I remember. He summons his boss monster using all 3 Evil Eyes. Serziel, Ruler of the Evil Eyed. An extra Link monster in the extra zone. Link summon using... blah blah blah. It can attack twice during each battle phase. And then oh yeah, so he can use his equip spell. He equips Evil Eye of Selene to his Ruler of the Evil Eye. Then he uses Monster Reborn. Target one monster in either graveyard, special summon it. And the amount of disrespect this guy has. He has so many monsters in his graveyard he can summon, but he chooses to summon my Cyber Dragon from my graveyard. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. But I can't do anything about it because I already used Infinity's effect. He uses his Ruler of Evil Eye to destroy my Infinity. Then he uses the Evil Eye's effect to minus 500 from his health to add 500 to his monster. I think he thought he was gonna kill here, and that's why he summoned my Cyber Dragon to the field. But I survive. I survive with 1800 life points. Meanwhile, he has 5800. And then he ends his turn. I draw, and it's not the best card to draw into. It's only Cyber Network. Not great at all. But this is where he messed up. This is where he messed up. He stole my Cyber Dragon, and he has a monster in the extra monster zone, his Link monster. So, because of this, I can summon Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon by using my Cyber Dragon and his extra Link monster. I get rid of both his cards, take my card, I get rid of his card, take my card back to summon my powerful monster, Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. I think this is the only card, one of the only cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That could do this. Insanity. I didn't have to destroy his monster, I didn't have to banish it or nothing. I just used it as a material for my monster summoning. Insane. So I attack him and end my turn. It's all up to this card that he draws to make a comeback. Unless he has another Monster Reborn, he's screwed. So let's see what he does. Just a face down. It could be the best trap in the world, or it could just be a bluff. He could be throwing down a spell card, bluffing. Just to be safe, I use Cyber Network here, because when Cyber Network's destroyed, I get to special summon my core from my remove from play. This card I pull, amazing card, Cyber Rev System. Special summon one Cyber Dragon from your hand or your graveyard. It cannot be destroyed by card effects. So I special summon Cyber Dragon from my graveyard, and it's safe from any card effects that would destroy it. But it can be removed from play, so if he has anything that could remove my cards from play, I'm screwed. But if he has something like Mirror Force, I'm safe. He has nothing for Mega Fleet, so I attack, and I thought he was going to pop it right here. I was like, ooh, he's going to freaking pop it. So I activate Cyber Network just for an extra layer of protection. I can banish Dry, and when Dry is banished, I could target my Cyber Dragon on the field and protect him from destruction. So he has a double layer of destruction proof. But he doesn't. He gets attacked. So I made this comeback all because of Mega Fleet Dragon, because he wanted to steal my monster, my Cyber Dragon, and I showed him his boss. Yeah, Cyber Dragons are just crazy fun deck to use, man. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Great duel, and thanks for watching, guys.